Have you ever wondered why some people seem to rise financially no matter where they start, no matter how many obstacles they face, no matter how many times life knocks them down? Why do some individuals create wealth almost naturally while others stay trapped in the same financial reality year after year? Today, I want to reveal something most people never hear in school, never hear from their parents, never hear from society, and yet it is the foundation of every financial breakthrough, every entrepreneurial success, every opportunity that turns into wealth. There is one skill, yes, just one, that if you master it, wealth becomes inevitable. Not possible, not likely, inevitable. This is the skill that the wealthy rely on every day. This is the skill that opens doors. This is the skill that multiplies money. This is the skill that transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. And if you can learn it, practice it, refine it, and live by it, your financial future will never be the same again. So what is this skill? It's not investing. It's not budgeting. It's not business. It's not sales. It's not even discipline, although those things matter. The skill that makes wealth inevitable is the ability to solve valuable problems. That's it. The ability to solve problems that matter, problems that people care about, problems that make life easier, faster, safer, simpler, more convenient, more efficient, more enjoyable. The ability to identify, understand, and solve real problems is the single most profitable skill in the world. It is the skill behind every thriving business, every investor who sees opportunities others overlook, every creator who builds something people want, every person who becomes irreplaceable in their career or industry. Wealth is just the byproduct of solving valuable problems, and the moment you truly understand that, you'll see money completely differently. You'll stop chasing it and start creating it. You'll stop worrying about income and start focusing on impact. And when your focus shifts to solving problems, income follows you like a shadow. Let's go deeper. Most people struggle financially because they were trained their whole life to avoid problems. They grow up hearing, "Don't cause problems, don't get into trouble, don't make mistakes, and don't take risks." They learn to see problems as something to fear, something to run from, something negative. But wealthy people see problems as opportunities. Every problem is a chance to add value. Every problem is a chance to create solutions. Every problem is a chance to develop skills. Every problem is a chance to get paid. The world pays problem solvers, not problem avoiders. And most people spend their entire lives avoiding the very thing that would make them wealthy. Think about the wealthiest people in the world. What do they all have in common? They solve enormous problems. Elon Musk solves transportation and energy problems. Jeff Bezos solves convenience and logistics problems. Warren Buffett solves valuation and investment problems. Oprah solves communication and emotional problems. Even small business owners solve community problems. Freelancers solve skill-based problems. Employees who rise through the ranks solve operational problems. Everywhere you look, wealth is attached to problem solving. It always has been. It always will be. And here's the best part. Problem solving is a skill. It's not something you're born with. It's not something that depends on your background, education, intelligence, or circumstances. It's something you can develop with practice, awareness, curiosity, and effort. That means anyone, literally anyone, can become wealthy by mastering this skill. But most people never do, because they spend their lives focused on tasks instead of problems. They wake up, do the minimum, follow instructions, complete assignments, do what they're told. They never step back and ask, what problem am I solving? How can I solve it better? What problems exist that nobody is addressing? How can I become the person who solves them? When you start asking those questions, everything changes. The first part of mastering this skill is learning how to observe. Most people walk through life blind to the opportunities around them because they're not paying attention. They're too distracted, too comfortable, too focused on themselves. But wealthy people observe. They watch behavior. They look for patterns. They identify frustrations. They listen when people complain. They notice inefficiencies. They study industries. They look at their own life and ask, what annoys me? What slows me down? What would I pay to fix? What do I wish existed? Every complaint is a clue. Every frustration is an opportunity. Every inconvenience is the seed of a solution. If you train yourself to observe instead of react, you will start seeing opportunities that others ignore. The second part is developing curiosity. Curiosity keeps the mind open. It forces you to ask why, how, and what if. It pushes you to explore instead of avoid. When you're curious, you don't run from problems. You investigate them. You break them down. You try to understand what's really happening beneath the surface. Curiosity is one of the most underrated skills in the world, and yet it's the foundation of innovation, creativity, and problem solving. The wealthiest people in the world are endlessly curious. They ask questions constantly. They explore ideas. They learn from every failure. Curiosity leads to solutions, and solutions lead to wealth. The third part of mastering this skill is learning how to think in terms of value. Money flows to value. The more value you provide, the more money flows to you. Value is simply the size of the problem you solve, multiplied by how many people benefit from the solution. If you solve a small problem for 10 people, you'll make small money. If you solve a big problem for millions of people, you'll make massive money. Most people try to change their income by switching jobs, demanding raises, or dreaming about the next big idea. But the simplest way to increase your income is to increase the value of the problems you solve. Start solving problems that matter more, and your income rises. Start solving problems for more people, and your income rises even higher. Another reason problem solving makes wealth inevitable is that it builds resilience. Every problem you solve makes you stronger, smarter, more confident, more capable. And every time you overcome a challenge, you unlock a new level of ability. People who avoid problems stay weak. People who solve problems become powerful. And power is valuable. Power is profitable. Power attracts opportunity. The more problems you solve, the more opportunities come your way. People trust problem solvers. People hire problem solvers. People invest in problem solvers. Problem solvers rise. But let's talk about why most people never develop this skill. Most people avoid solving problems because it requires discomfort. Solving problems means facing uncertainty, dealing with difficulty, making mistakes, risking failure. And most people fear all of those things. They want life to be easy. They want work to be easy. They want everything predictable. But ease doesn't create wealth. Challenge does. You cannot grow by staying comfortable. You cannot build skills by avoiding difficulty. You cannot become successful by running from the very things that develop your potential. Wealthy people understand that discomfort is the gateway to opportunity, so they embrace it. They step into complexity instead of hiding from it. They look for problems instead of avoiding them, and that's exactly why they succeed. Another reason people avoid problems is because they underestimate themselves. They think they're not smart enough, talented enough, experienced enough, confident enough. But problem solving has nothing to do with being a genius. It has everything to do with being persistent. Wealth is created by people who don't give up, who keep searching, who keep trying, who keep adjusting. Persistence is the key, not perfection. The wealthy fail far more often than the poor. They just don't stop at failure. They learn from it. They grow from it. They use failure as fuel. That mindset alone separates them from everyone else. Let's talk about how mastering problem solving transforms your career. If you're an employee, the fastest way to increase your income is not by working more hours or begging for a raise. It's by solving problems that matter. Every workplace has problems, inefficiencies, bottlenecks, outdated systems, frustrated customers, lost revenue, poor communication. Most employees ignore them. The ones who rise identify and solve them. Suddenly they become essential. Suddenly they get promoted. Suddenly they get paid more. Companies do not pay you for time. They pay you for value. And the people who solve problems create the most value. If you're an entrepreneur or want to become one, your income will always reflect the size of the problem your business solves. If you solve problems that people desperately want solved, they will pay you. If you solve them efficiently, they will pay you more. If you solve them consistently, they will trust you. And trust is the foundation of long-term wealth. Entrepreneurs who fail usually fail because they never solved a meaningful problem, or because they solved a problem nobody cared about. Entrepreneurs who succeed solve problems that people feel emotionally, daily, painfully. If you're an investor, problem solving is even more important. Investing is just solving the problem of where to place money to grow it. You analyze businesses, markets, trends, demand, efficiency, all forms of problem solving. The best investors in the world aren't lucky. They've mastered the ability to see problems early, understand their impact, and invest in the solutions. And that skill compounds their wealth over time. Now let's talk about how you can start mastering this skill today. Start with awareness. Pay attention to your frustration. Pay attention to what annoys you. Pay attention to what takes too long. Pay attention to what people complain about. Pay attention to what could be better. Every frustration is a doorway. Next, start asking better questions. Questions like, why is this a problem? What's causing it? Who is affected by it? What do people need? How could this be improved? What solution would I personally use? These questions push your mind to think at a higher level. Then start practicing solving problems in your daily life. Look at your schedule. Look at your finances. Look at your work. Look at your home. Look at your habits. Improve one tiny thing every day. Simplify something. Optimize something. Organize something. Streamline something. You'll start training your mind to think in solutions, not complaints. And once your mind becomes solution-oriented, opportunities will start showing up everywhere. Finally, understand this. Wealth is built by people who make themselves useful, people who develop skills that matter, people who solve problems that matter. If you become a person who can walk into any situation, identify the real issue, and provide a solution, you will never struggle financially again. You will always be in demand. You will always have opportunities. You will always have income. And over time, you will build wealth that feels natural, predictable, and inevitable. So let me leave you with this. Wealth doesn't come from background, connections, or luck. Wealth comes from value, and value comes from problem solving. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment below what problem you want to start solving today. Because once you master this skill, once you become a true problem solver, wealth doesn't become a dream, it becomes inevitable.